There is something deeply unsettling about walking into rooms and all of a sudden your state collapses without a single word. No argument, no insult, no visual threat. Yet something within you tightens, dims, or withdraws. Now pause there. What exactly shifted? Was it the room or what the room carried? Because not every presence announces itself with noise. Some arrives quietly and rearrange you from the inside. There are people's whose proximity unsettles you from the inside. Not because they have done something obvious, because what they carry does not negotiate with who you are. Yet many people will sit there smiling, adjusting postures, softening instincts, acting like nothing is happening. Why does awareness get silenced quickly? Why does the body recognize what the mind refuses to admit? There's an old English saying, when the air turns foul, the wise man does not argue with the wind. He leaves the field. But here's the contradiction. Most people do not leave. They stay, they analyze, they excuse, they dilute what was felt in the first instance. And slowly something begins to erode. Clarity becomes fog. Stillness becomes allegation. Focus begins to fracture. And then comes the performance. Forced performance. The forced laughter. The polite endurance, the quiet surrender of internal authority. And here is where it becomes uncomfortable. If presence can alter your state without resistance, what does that say about the strength of your position? And if it keeps happening in different rooms, different faces, is it always them? Or there is something within you that has not learned how to stand? Because influence does not only come from force, it comes from access. And access is not always taken. Sometimes it is allowed. There's a proverb that says, a house that does not have a door does not complain about visitors. So ask yourself carefully, what have you been leaving open? Why do certain environments feel heavier, yet you return to them? Why does your state drop when you remain seated? Is it fear of confrontation or comfort in quiet submission? Now listen closely. Awareness without action is self-betrayal. To recognize something and still remain in it is not strength. It is hesitation and you call it patience. The correction is not complicated but it's costly. Distance where necessary, silence where appropriate, and withdraw without explanation. Listen, bro, not every presence deserves endurance. Not every space deserves your stability. Not every connection deserves access to your internal state. So the next time this shift happens, do not explain it away. Do not soften it and do not negotiate it. Observe it, respect it, and act on it. Because the body rarely lies. The real question is, when your state changes around certain people, what exactly are you tolerating that you've already recognized? And more importantly, why are you still staying there?